Talking loud in the nighttime air. Voices clash when you doubt and care. Opinions flare like they matter so. But who's right we'll never know. Microphones like weapons drawn. Swagger in the twilight dawn. Each word iron, each thought steel. To be heard is the final deal. Howling that's the way. Climb the night with the things we say. Truths clash like broken dreams. Raise your voice, let it scream. What's real in this foggy light? Battle hard till the morning light. Feel the hunger of the crowd, and just to erupt so loud. Unity in discord's tide. Witness as their worlds collide. Howling offense in the midnight haze. Everybody's offended, each one's raised. We're offended till offended, that's the way. Climb the night with the things we say. We say. We say. We say. We say. We say.
I hate me. I'll
Right.
figure that out eventually.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim, and this is Tyler, and it is Monday. It's Monday. Hope everyone's had a fantastic weekend and day so far. If you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. Don't forget to hit the little subscribe button down below, and thank you for clicking on the little button to come sit with us and listen to the craziness going on in the world today.
All right, so we're going to be going over a couple of things. Of course, as you can tell by the title, I've been relentlessly attacked by brigaders and thieves and heathens online. So if you disagree with me, you are pro the G word. I don't know if I could say that on YouTube. But yeah, so that's we're going to be talking about the Universal Ostrich Farm. And I didn't want to. I really didn't want to. I wanted to kind of just leave it alone and just kind of maybe, correct the record a little bit, because I think a lot of information is getting misconstrued and people are operating off of emotion and not actual fact. So we're going to go over that. And it was kind of spurred on by an exchange that I had with with Viva Fry a little bit. So it's just we'll talk about that, but of course we're going to be talking about, of course, Canada has lost its status of measles eliminated, so we'll talk about that a little bit. And is it just me? Well, actually, it's not just me. This is actually from the Globe and Mail. Justin Trudeau is cringe. It's like we're just finding out that he's cringy.
Well, we knew he was cringe, but now he's
Like-
probably just cringier.
Gay and cringe,
Hmm,
possibly.
maybe.
Maybe a little on the,
Do you think?
door opens like this. The door opens like this. How does it close?
Is Katy Perry a man, baby?
Have you heard? Well, okay. Well, we'll get into that and the terrible human being that Katy Perry is. She is a vile, evil person.
She really is.
She is. So we will talk about that and much more. And I'm going to rant and cry and bitch and moan that I was attacked by a bigger creator. And how dare you guys?
How can we dash when our earth is turning?
They don't produce anything. They don't do anything.
How do we sleep when our beds are burning? How can we dance when our earth is turning?
All righty.
My apologies. I got a
I
little
know.
button happy.
I know. See, you're on his side too.
Oh,
Clearly someone's pro G. Yeah, so I wanted to go over. So it was an exchange that kind of it kind of, I wouldn't say bothered me, but it seemed very hyperbolic and quite. I'm very leery of when people are espousing things devoid of fact and intended to get an emotional response. And my thought is always, if you are not, or if you are giving information, sorry, let me rephrase that. If you are only appealing to emotion, you're not trying to inform, you're trying to propagandize. So I wanted to go over this just a little tiddlywink, and this was an interesting thing that I had seen from Viva Fry. How do I share?
With the magic share button.
So initially it started with Ryan Garrettson, and so he had shared a thing that says BC Oster Farm developing antibodies that could put it into the coronavirus. Okay, fine, no problems. Okay. We're on the same page. That seems really weird that this cull order would come 10 months after the initial cull order came in. Fine. Totally. We're on the same page, brother. Gotcha. 100%. But it was this. This. Maybe I'm too dumb. Probably. In fact, I probably am a little too dumb to figure this out.
It'd be nice if you would come on and like tell you if you're being dumb or
Yep. Whatever. It's not a big deal. It's more just a criticism and a just a trend that I see that's developing on the right, I guess, whatever you want to call this now. So it says to all the people disparaging the farm because they were doing research, what you are saying is you will tolerate or even celebrate government overreach, psychological and physical abuse, and the slaughter of innocent, healthy animals if you disagree with the victims of it. Congratulations on being no better than the terrorists who did this. To which I responded, I guess I'm a terrorist. That's it.
So what is your, I guess, interpretation of what he said to why you responded that way?
Well, I think ultimately it boils down to, if you criticize anything of the narrative that has been spun up, and I've really turned away from like Rebel News, because it is a lot of that. It's the emotion. It's not actually thinking rationally. It's not looking at the information. It's to make you feel a certain way. And I've noticed this for a little while, and that's why I've stopped using them as a source, because I think they're sensationalized. And so in speaking with people who are actually in the agriculture industry, in farming, in animal rearing, in animal husbandry and such, there's a lot of weird stuff. Okay. I don't want to go too deep into this, but there's a lot of weird stuff surrounding this farm. Now, does that demand that those animals deserve to die?
No.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. You might say no, but I don't know.
Well, I guess it depends on what it is that you heard. Honestly, I don't know what it is that you heard. So I was just throwing it out there. See, one of those.
Well, so looking at the information. Okay, so you know what? Let's just bear this out. Let's just, you know what? Let's give you the information. I'll give you the information right here. Okay, so back in okay, so compliance. So okay, so back in December 2024, the outbreak of the avian bird flu was detected. The outbreak began when 2 dead ostriches testing positive for H5N1, followed by at least 69 bird deaths by late January 2025. The farm failed to report initial cases of illness and death to the CFIA promptly, which is a core requirement under the Health of Animals Act. For notable disease like HPAI. This delay hindered early containment and allowed potential spread. In December of 31, CFIA issued a disposal cull. The birds have to die.
Yeah.
Order of 400 ostriches to prevent further transmission, classifying ostriches as poultry under the regulation. Fine. Okay. This is just the facts. Okay. Early 2025, the farm challenged the order, arguing surviving birds had developed immunity and posed no risk. However, Canadian Food Inspection Agency found the farm's facilities unsuitable for controlled containment or research, lacking evidence of substantiated scientific activities that could justify exemptions. The quarantine and containment. So I had specifically was looking at containment and quarantine procedures. Did they comply? The farm did not adhere to quarantine orders, including proper isolation of infected zones. Water flow from the quarantine areas to other parts of the farm was not controlled, increasing contamination risks. Additionally, inadequate fencing and measures to limit wild bird access, a primary vector, were noted as exacerbating biosecurity lapses. Also, a CFIA identified deficiencies in overall biosecurity protocols, such as preventing environmental spread and ensuring animals' health standards. The farm's physical setup was deemed inadequate for containing the virus or conducting safe research trials. Claims of improper carcass disposal during the outbreak were raised by critics, though the owners denied this and no specific charges were filed on this point. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. The reason why this is such a big issue, and I'm not some bootlicker as apparently Viva's sycophants want to think, in speaking with people who deal in animal care, in providing food for our country and countries abroad, the avian bird flu is specifically H5N1 is specifically a big issue because it transfers to other animals and it actually devastates ecosystems. The issue and the concern with biodiversity collapse surrounding this has already been noted. Okay? So nothing to do with the government. Has nothing to do with the government. So with these animals being in an open air, the big concern was migratory birds. What if these birds were carriers? We don't know. That I really don't give a shit about. It's unfortunate that these animals had to die. But if my dog
100%.
ran out and bit someone and it was deemed by the courts that you didn't take adequate steps in order to prevent this from happening, and I had to put my dog down, yeah, that's on me. That's
Oh,
on.
it would be. And the thing is, like okay, say with a dog, the thing that's coming to mind that would be equally as devastating would be rabies, right? So rabies can get transferred from dog to human and it's deadly. Like that's
Yeah.
it.
Outside of
Now,
treatment, you die.
correct. And you have to have super fast treatment. If you do not get super fast treatment, you're pieced out. Like it spreads fast. And the thing with, unfortunately, this bird flu thing, with talking with people who know a heck of a lot more about this than I do, they had explained that, and even with looking up, what is the survival rate of a bird if the bird flu enters into the flock? Once a bird flu enters into the flock, the infected with a highly pathogenic avian flu virus strain, their survival rate is of the rest of the domestic flock is extremely low, often approaching 0%. High mortality rate is anywhere from 75 to 100% of, let's say, in poultry. Well, yeah, what it says, whatever. It's not unusual for half of the flock to die within 24 hours of symptoms appearing, and most will die within 48 hours. Now, the thing is exactly that these birds that were there was the bird flu detected. Now, whether some people want to say it happened after the bird died, regardless, that virus is there in the flock. Now, the rest of them, they could say, well, they created an immunity towards it. Okay, maybe, but they could be carriers. And if they're carriers, they can get transferred to other flocks, other wild birds that are coming in and landing in. The thing is that this is not a very simple thing, a very treatable thing, something that's not that big of a deal. This is a big thing that could cause a very big issue in the world. We all went through COVID, okay? And I'm pretty sure the majority of the people who listen to us did not agree with a lot of the stuff that they did through COVID, that we were the fringe. That being said,
or maybe we are necessarily the fringe. I don't know.
But the thing is, that being said, like we all lived through that. Do we want to go through that again? I know I don't. There's no way in hell I want to go through that again. And I am a huge animal person. And when I first heard about this whole situation at the ostrich farm, I was devastated. Like before what just transpired. Like when I had heard about it, like I was so upset. I'm like, what are these people doing? Why are they doing this? Da da da. My sister works in a hog farm. She just went to a country in Asia. And the thing is, stuff like this is also like this in Canada. However, in Asia, the flu virus is much more prominent, much more devastating. She literally would explain to us, she went in, and I might be forgetting some steps here because it wasn't me that was there. But when she went there, she literally had to, you go from one gate into another building where you have to shower, you have to sanitize, then you go into quarantine. You sit in quarantine for, God, how long was it? 24 or 48 hours. You have to be in quarantine.
Yeah, I think it was
before
24.
you're even allowed into the farm area. She had to purchase clothes that she was willing to leave there. She had to purchase the clothes, bring them in. Everything had to get washed, sanitized, and she wasn't even allowed to bring it out when she left. She had to leave everything behind. Because
so it can be destroyed.
Pardon me, exactly. And when they are on this farm, they are stuck on this farm. Their shifts are 3 weeks at a time. Then you do get to go home for a few days and then come back again and start all over. But it's like when you go to work, you are stuck there for 3 weeks because the sanitation and everything and the health of the, I don't know if you call pigs herds, whatever, the group is so important because if one of those pigs gets sick, all of them have to go. And it's devastating. Nobody, no farmer wants to ever have to do that. They don't want to have to put their animals down. I mean, not only for the fact that it's money for them, but it's also that it's heartbreaking.
Well, and even in those conversations, like, you know, hearing that the Food Inspection Agency hates actually having to do this. They don't like having to do this. Now, is it just certain ones, or is this place really just the, you know, drew the ire of government or what? I don't know. But from people that I've spoken to that have dealt with this, that deal with this, that work in these fields directly, have said the CFIA vets and the doctors working over there, they hate having to issue call orders.
Oh yeah.
You know, so and this is where, you know, a lot of this contention starts to rise because by this I am tacitly and in absolute compliance if someone says something contradictory that I should think, oh, you know what, they had it coming, they deserved it. So if you are not allowed to criticize, and I've said, you know what, we can talk about the RCMP and everything they did, I don't care. Like them, they're going to have to deal with their own stuff. But if you can't criticize something, and I've held my tongue with a lot of this stuff. You know, other people are talking about it, but then I just seen it getting ramped up, the hysteria getting ramped up, the emotional appeal, all of this type of crap, and I'm going, are you guys no better than CBC when they make a puff piece about someone's fucking emotions? Are you guys no different? You should be outraged. You should feel terrible. You should feel like this. Appeal to emotion instead of actually providing information where people could go, oh, that makes sense. I understand. Okay. One thing no one has actually brought up, they said, oh, well, they killed the birds and they just left them in the ground. Well, did you guys know that they actually put this blue chemical down? It's a disinfectant that kills everything. It's only available to governments. That's it. You can't buy it. So they flooded that place with this stuff. You notice how they had tarps on the ground? It was so that stuff wouldn't leach out and kill everything, because that's what it does. Any bioform on there, any virus, anything, parasites, dead, they get killed.
I wonder how that gets cleaned up after. I mean, that's
It
good.
only
I
works. It
didn't
only
know
works
that.
for a few hours. Like, it's extremely potent. Think of almost like the barbicide that your barber has, that blue stuff that kills everything.
Mhm.
Think of that, but like jacked up by 100. So everyone just seems to just leave this out. So there you go. That's why those birds are there, because now they have to be round up in a special container and burned up so that the virus is destroyed for sure. It's unfortunate. I don't know why I have to defend and somehow try to like proselytize or come across as somehow careless or vindictive, when it's just, here's the information. This is how it works.
See, and that's the
So,
thing. I know too many people either read the headlines or they lead with emotion instead of looking into things. And I myself, as a female, and yes, I'm going to say as a female because females are generally more empathetic and sensitive, um, I tend to lead with emotions. Most women do. So, again, when I first heard about the whole ostrich farm thing, like I was so sad. And then I talked to somebody who knows a lot more about the stuff than I do. And they explained the situation. They explained the devastation of if this got out, what it could mean. And again, I don't want to go through another COVID, another big lockdown and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. And I love animals and I will literally fight for the safety of animals. However, if there's the potential that they are super sick and it could infect other people, I love my dogs more than anything. But if they had rabies, there's no cure for that. There's no cure for the bird flu, unfortunately.
well,
So
and
it's
because
what are you going
it's
to do?
jumped, and because it's jumped to other species, that's the concern. So you remember, I don't know if you remember, but there people were like, "Oh, look at, they're wearing all this PPE." Oh, why? Why are they wearing all this PPE when they're not even around the birds and all this type of stuff? It's like,
Really?
which which outrage do you fucking guys want? Which one? Which one?
Rather than be safe and not
Do
contracted?
is it the, oh, they're wearing PPE as a show, as a whatever? Is it that? Or is it when they're not wearing it? Like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. So while they're setting up the place, like, I'm just, this is the facts. While they were setting up that containment field, everyone was wearing PPE.
Yeah.
Like the
Good.
people that were dealing with it. Like, I just, I don't know, man. Like, okay, fine, fuck, whatever. I guess, you know, I support genocide or some shit. Like, okay, dude, fuck, whatever. Um,
That's what it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's the slaughter is worse than you could possibly imagine. That was quoted on like Viva Fry's thing. And the funny thing is he's a lawyer. I actually like I'm
that's the most bothersome
literally
part.
a nobody. I'm a nobody. And I've found out information. And that's the thing, is you need to find information out on both sides. And the longer we do this show, I have learned to start looking at both sides and trying to figure out both sides as much as I possibly can, because there is never just a black and white. There's a middle in there somewhere, and you need to there's your truth, my truth, and the truth. And
Well,
you got to
and
figure out what the truth is.
and
Or
one thing I really took from Mark Twain is, when you find your side on the side, when you find yourself in the side of the majority, it's time to rethink your position. There's many times I've rethought my position on things that I was wrong about.
well,
I'm
yeah,
wrong all the
that's where
time,
you
dude.
ran.
And like,
Mhm.
just I don't know. And when people are just when it's an appeal to emotion, I think that it's propaganda. They're actually not trying to put you in a rational state. They're trying to foment some type of view. Now, and it's not like I don't have like some ill will. I don't hate Viva. Actually, I really like him a lot. I think most of the time I think he does great work. I'm just saying here, I think saying that dare you criticize, well then just wait till they start calling the people. Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude. They've been doing that and we've been calling that shit out for a long time.
We're doing it through COVID, honestly. Once they sent the
The
young
expansion
people into
of
the
MAID.
old folks' homes, what do you think
Yeah.
that was?
The expansion of MAID, how Canada's become one of the largest organ organ selling
Donors.
countries in the world.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we definitely have big freaking problems here that we need to tackle. But
100%.
like, and
Good.
so I pulled this up. So this was from CTV. So something, let me pull this up. So something is rotten, says U.S. billionaire who funded BC ostrich farm protests. I hope that CTV just, being CTV and intentionally misquoting and destroying the actual information. So supporters of the BC ostrich farms say they are looking at next steps after the Canadian Food Inspection Agency culled more than 300 ostriches last week. Speaking in a virtual press conference Monday afternoon, U.S. billionaire John Katzmaditis, who has helped fund Universal Ostrich Farms' legal battles, said they are looking for truth and justice. Good. I hope they do. And I hope whoever, if this was like some bus behind the scenes and they just, because the government signed that deal for COVID research and they just, hey, these birds are doing it cheaper, better, faster, time to get rid of the competition. Good. I hope something comes of it. And I hope the people personally are found liable, tarred and feathered, no pun intended. And, I hope they're actually called to task. And it would be fantastic if these ethical breaches were actually if our laws actually had some form of teeth behind them. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
We've talked many times about Justin Trudeau and his unethical practices, and it's just it's a slap on the wrist. It's a how dare you? And I've said that with these ethical lies that kept creeping up, scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal. Our justice system, our parliamentary system was made for people with morals and ethics. Well, what happens to the person that has no morals or ethics? Where's the enforcement mechanism for that? Who cares? It's I don't care. I'm here to win. I don't care. Oh, I got another ethics violation. Oopsie. What's the punishment? Nothing. Okay. And what?
Yeah.
Like, oh, are you going to arrest me? Under what law?
That one.
Under what statute? Oh, well, we're just going to scorn and scowl at you while the person who violated is going, hey, suck my dick, bitch.
Yep.
So I guess to continue on. So something is rotten at the CFIA in Ottawa, and I think this requires an investigation by an outside force. Katzmaditis said, but fell short of confirming what actions will be taken. Last week, the Supreme Court had ruled that it would not hear a final appeal from the farmers, ending the last legal obstruction to the cull. The CFIA went ahead with a complete depopulation and disposal of the flock last Thursday, more than 10 months after an avian flu outbreak killed more than 70 birds. So,
hold on. Were these 70 birds in the ostrich farm?
Yeah.
Come on, people. I didn't even know that.
Like, I understand that there's a lot of questions surrounding why is it a $250 fine if they go get these birds tested. There's tons of stuff. There's tons of questions that can be asked. But hopefully there's some form of restitution. This is our legal process. You don't have a sue the government. please do it. I would much rather the money in a private citizen's hand than in our greedy, dirty politicians' fucked up fingers. I would much rather that.
Well,
So,
yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I was thinking, like, if this is some weird underseedy thing that they just decided to kill all the ostriches and, for to hide stuff. Okay, well, yeah, bad. Like, I do not support. If these birds actually 70 of them died because they had the avian flu virus, I'm sorry, but literally do your research. The mortality rate is like 0%. It if one bird, one, let alone 70, have it in a flock, they're all going to have it. Like, that is so dangerous. And no one wants to look. I'm not a hunter. I could never go hunting. I could never look in the eyes of an animal and shoot it personally.
no, me neither. I'd cry.
Right?
I'd be in tears knowing that I took the life of an animal.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I broke down in tears when I hit that moose.
I would.
So this was a couple years ago. A moose had obviously gone out into the road. I wasn't in the bush, but
That's a huge bitch.
and went out into the road and I hit it. And as I was stopping after the collision happened, I seen it pick its head up and I thought maybe it's okay. And its head fell down and he died. And I just started bawling like a bitch.
Aw.
Like, I don't know. I
mean,
give a shit.
we know hunters. My dad was a hunter too. And it's just like, the thing is the hunters that we know, they go out, they do it, they piece out the animal as humanely and quickly as humanly possible, and then they use every aspect of that animal. They respect the animal, and they're doing it for food purposes as opposed to sport, which those type of people I have a lot more respect for. However, that being said, I could not do it. Even my sister, again, who I said works in hog farm industry, the vets and stuff like that come out, do you think they're just like, oh, ha, 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 big smiles on their face, oh, job well done? No, it's heartbreaking for them to have to do these things. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of the people who had to call this herd weren't happy about it and probably cried about it. Like, it's not anything that's easy to have to do. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with something that is so dangerous and deadly, you have to do what you have to do. Like, and that's the sad part. There's no, I think that, like, allowing this is allowing the government or giving the government permission to do that to humans and stuff. I think it's disgusting what they're doing in Canada with the whole maid thing and what they did with COVID and this and that. I don't agree with that. I really don't. If there wasn't the risk of this avian flu that had already infected their flock, then I would be like, why are you doing this? This is stupid. But once you find out more information, it starts to make sense. Like,
yeah. All right. So let's shift gears. So yeah, I'm done with that. I put out an invitation to Viva. He's more than welcome to educate me because apparently I'm too fucking dumb to figure that out. But I would say the dumb person is the one that wants to sit here and say, if you criticize, therefore you support genocide on people. Yeah. Okay, dude. Like,
no.
I'm fucking real. Unreal. Like, that is a stretch. That is a stretch.
Yeah. That was a pretty ignorant statement, I will say. And again, like the guy, really do. Most of the times I totally agree with him. But in this situation, not so much.
No. And it calls it, well, whatever.
But you know what?
I'll leave it there.
It's okay. It's okay not to have constantly agreeing points. You and I don't agree on everything either. And that's
no, okay. And I beat the crap out of you when we don't. And I beat you into acceptance.
Oh.
So I have this question from Todd. Was it an industrial farm or a hobby farm? So a little bit of history with regards to the farm. It started as a hobby farm, and they were under the craze of like ostrich was going to be the new chicken and all this, and they had a lot of financial woes, and they were basically hopping from one thing to another to try and make this farm viable. I won't get into all the legal stuff, but there's a lot of dirty legal history with this farm, and I'm not impugning them. I don't know the absolute inner workings. You can go look up the court filings yourself with all that, with regards to restraining orders, with non-payment and bankruptcies and shady business practices and all this stuff. That's what I'm not attacking that. I'm not.
Well, yeah, and there was even because they were saying that they don't use the ostriches for meat anymore, that they used to sell it for food, but
That was up until 2024.
Yeah. And there's also been a lot of speculation, allegedly, that they have still been selling it for food. Now think about that.
Yeah,
People are
so
potentially selling it for food. You're ingesting it. It could have the flu, the avian flu, like bad.
like it hasn't jumped to people yet. Thankfully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't.
But the type of virus that it is, it's highly susceptible to mutating to be able to jump to humans, which is why, same with the swine flu, which is why they're so careful with this stuff, because it has that potential, that chemical workings in it, where it literally would just take and boom, it's in humans.
Yeah. So yeah, Todd, kind of long and short of it. Yes, it basically it was a hobby farm that kind of ended up accidentally growing up into an industrial farm in their last year, after they contracted the avian or the H5N1. Then they moved over to research. There was a researcher out of Japan that was working with them, and unfortunately, once your site, like, okay, if you are working with, they were trying to develop a COVID antibodies or whatever they were doing, but once your experiment or once your testing becomes contaminated, like, that's it. Like, you think scientists, that are experimenting on animals and stuff, rats and stuff, that they keep them around? No, they destroy them. They have to. They have to.
I'm very against animal testing, FYI. I think it's disgusting. You know what I think they should do? This is a controversial opinion, but you know what? We have
do it on politicians.
That's called "We're Offended, You're Offended" for a reason. I think they should test these things on criminals. Now I'm talking about hard criminals, not just like,
no, politicians.
You got arrested for weed. I'm talking about the ones who end someone's life or R-word them, or like children and this and that. It's slavery. Like, I don't know. My
libertarian bone kind of goes, no, I don't like that.
Jurassic jail. It's Jurassic jail, or to use them as testing.
Why don't we just do that to politicians? Like, that is a stipulation. If you become a politician, you are subject to experiments.
No.
What do you mean, no? That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Oh, no.
I'd much rather test on politicians than animals.
Well, okay. Well, if I had the choice, I would choose that over animals any day. But I would choose criminals, like hard criminals.
Okay, hold on. I'm shifting. Okay, we've been on this for too long. Check this out. It's from the Post Millennial. So, Olympics to ban all men from women's sports ahead of LA Games.
Yes.
So the International Olympic Committee is expected to ban biological males from competing in women's sports ahead of the 2028 Olympics that will take place in LA. President Donald Trump has said that the U.S. will deny visas for trans-identified males seeking to compete in women's sports at the 2028 Games. That's what the article says. Women's.
I was like, is that supposed to say women?
Current rules leave decisions on whether trans-identified males can compete in the women's division up to each individual sport. However, the IOC, under new president Christy Coventry, is reportedly in discussions about changing this policy, per the Daily Mail. Olympic sources told the outlet that the measure is the direction of travel and could be announced in the new year. However, it is unlikely it would be in place before the upcoming Winter Olympics, set to take place in Italy in February. Insiders estimate that it could take between 6 months and a year for the rule change to be approved and cleared. So,
I
Good.
gotta say, like you hear trans men, trans women, whatever they're called, sit there complaining that, oh, well, people don't want trans people in sports. They don't want us to play sports. They're transphobic. No, girlfriend. We want you to be able to be in the Olympics. I want you to be able to fight and do you, boo, but in your own division. I don't feel it's right for a male to compete in women's sports. Y'all are built differently. This is the science. No matter what gender, what the sex, whatever it is, you want to believe. What imaginary thing, toaster, I don't give a shit. But the
Well,
physiology between a male and a female are very different, and it is unfair. And if you're going to dress up in your little dress and think that is completely okay for you to go and compete against women, knowing you're going to annihilate them, girl, not cool.
I'm a little torn with this one. I'm
Yeah.
a believer that if women are going to compete, we've seen all the way back from Riley Gaines. We've seen with the expansion of girls being booted from competing in soccer games that had men in it. Lifting competitions where women said, "Yes, I'm going to compete. I'm going to compete in this game, in this sport
Mhm.
that I dedicated my life to." And then when they say, "Oh yeah, we're going to let dudes play in here," they're like, "Okay, well." All right, ladies, if that's what you want. Like, I think it's a bad idea. I would strongly encourage you not to, but you know, the NFL, CFL, all major league sporting games, they're all co-ed. They don't bar women from participating. They did once. Remember there was a chick, what was she? She was for like the Vikings or something. They had a girl kicker and she can just ruined it. I'll see if I can find it. But this female kicker just she just couldn't hack it.
Well, I mean, I can understand that. I mean, the thing is, I would like to know the statistics on if let's just say with Riley
Here,
Gaines with
here we
her
go. I
with her
found it.
swimming thing. Okay, hold on. With her with her swimming thing. Like if someone came in there and said, "Hey, we're going to have a transgender joining on the team. It's male to female." I would like to know the statistics, and I'm talking about in any sport. I'm just using this one specifically. How many of those women actually went like, "Okay, okay, cool, yeah, let's do this," because the thing is, you constantly keep saying like, "Well, you voted for this, you did this, you did that, blah blah blah. I don't feel bad for you," which is a fair point.
Mm-hmm.
However, what I'm wondering is how many of these people in these sports actually voted for that. Because the thing is, you could have people, a lot of people on the outskirts of these sports who are voting for allowing this, but it's the people who are in the sports that it should matter to. Just like my stance on with voting. I think that the only people who should be able to vote are the people actually fighting for your freaking country. And or let's just say
Service
legal.
guarantee citizenship. Fuck yeah. Starship
Yeah.
Trooper style.
Whoa. Yeah, but like legit. So that
You
makes
know
more sense.
how this would have ended like before it even started? If a team said like, "Hey, we signed this dude to play," and there's some that are just they look like me, and they're like, there's that chick in rugby in Australia. Sorry, it was actually a man, but they kept calling her a woman.
It's a man, baby.
Dude was jacked, fucking ripped. This monster of a man. It was like, "I'm gonna play rugby," and like three children or three women just went like flying off into Narnia. It was like, "I play rugby," like that.
well,
It was
well,
that,
there's
and they're like, "Oh yeah, well, look at how brave she is. Oh my god, she's so empowered."
there's the one this one trans woman that I actually follow on TikTok because she, whatever, has a head on his shoulders and like actually thinks logically. But the thing is, that's the same thing. Is he goes to the gym, she frick, whatever, and he's freaking buff, like he is big. But then he looks like a super buff Hayden Panettiere,
I
which
don't
is
know what
super
that is.
funny.
I don't
She's
know.
an
But
actress.
anyways,
But
watch this
okay.
chick.
And here's the story of the day right there. That is Lalani Armenta. And she's going to play and she's going to kick off and maybe even do some
Come on,
field
you
goals
got this,
tonight
girl.
for the Jackson
I
State
believe in
Tigers.
you.
Of course, she was on the Jackson State women's
Where
soccer team.
do I kick it?
And because of injuries
How do
this
I-
week during practice,
I'm out of the
She's
kitchen.
gonna
I don't
get
know how
her
this
shot
works.
tonight
go?
to be a
I'm
kicker.
confused.
And what
He's
an
like,
impressive
just
young
kick
lady
the
has
ball.
been, and a chance
That's
for
all you
her.
have
And
to do.
I'm sure she's
So,
pretty
like, I
nervous at
kick
this
the ball?
point.
I
But
don't
they
get it.
have her out there, and sweat football is underway in the something like that.
Did you see where it went? It went like 20 yards.
Can you like?
It's a little grainy.
Really is. I wish they would have slowed it
And
down at
he's
that
this
moment.
week during her shocker, and what a young lady has been, and a chance for her. And I'm sure
Okay,
she's pretty nervous at this point.
I'll give you
But
the
they have her out there, and
He's
sweat
so-
football is underway in the
right there.
Oh,
is
well,
If so, she kicks from the 55, and it
Mhm.
goes 5, 10. Wait, yeah, 5 yards, 10 yards, about 15 yards.
underway in
Right there. It doesn't even go 40 yards or 20 yards.
girl. You know what?
So-
You know what? Okay, even though she sucked, I give her props for playing on a guy's team as a girl.
She was immediately kicked off.
Oh, sad face. Wah wah.
Immediately.
You know what's funny? Okay, so someone that I work with, their kid is in a sport. Shoot, is it basketball or football? I don't know. I think it's basketball. Whatever. We'll go with that. I don't know. It could be volleyball for all I care. But they play some sort of sport, and they had like a game coming up. She goes to the game, and I was like, "So how was the game?" And she looks at me. She's like, "Well, they were playing against a boys' team." And I'm like, seriously? Girls' team against a boys' team? Yep. Can we guess how that went? I was like, boys won? She's like, yeah, but the funny thing is, I guess everybody on the team was like so upset. And her daughter was like, why are you all upset about it? She just didn't understand why everyone was so upset. Fought against guys. What do you think's gonna happen? Like,
Well, I guess you know this is in the Toronto Star. Oh, come on. No, it's not the video. Damn it. Oh my God, Toronto Star.
you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
I can't. How do I zoom in again? Control?
Control and then your scroll button on your mouse.
Balls.
Oh,
There's another one. I'm just gonna see if I could find it. But
boo. Why are we booing? Who's booing and why are you booing, Wing? What are you booing at? Are you booing at me? You better not be booing at me. Be rude.
so, you know, like you remember last Olympics where there was that dude out of like Kazakhstan or whatever that was boxing
No.
and basically like socked that chick in the face,
Oh.
cracked her, cracked her
Yes.
skull, and we got attacked because I said, that's a man. And whatever shit country that is completely irrelevant, all
Yeah.
their little
That was brutal.
all their
Like,
little minions came out.
That I couldn't even watch that. Like I started watching it. I'm like, I can't watch this. I'm literally watching a man beat the shirt out of a woman right now. Like that, it was brutal. And I know it's you, Jimmy, but you said boo. I asked who you were booing. Hi, Jimmy Jim. But yeah, Like that was disgusting, and that made me mad. That actually
Just
made me madder
first
than the
wanna
whole
get your-
Riley Gaines thing, because
So there are
he
people who
pummeled
have
this girl,
pins on
and people are cheering this on, watching a man beat a
It's-
woman. Okay, I can literally
no
hear what
simple
you're watching, but we
solution.
can't see it.
Oh,
and
sorry.
I'm
I'm
literally talking. Cool. So rude. That's right. This is how we are.
sorry. I was
This
trying to
is a
find
live
the.
show.
I was trying to find the clip of. Yeah, I found it now. Imam.
Great. I'm so
Mean.
happy for you. While
The
you're looking for
leaf.
that, feed the plant, guys.
Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long.
Especially if you like hearing this bantering back and forth.
Yeah, a woman in the 66 kg. Pff, yeah, okay. I don't know how many.
It doesn't matter. That woman could have been literally in a higher weight class and he still would have pummeled her. It was
Like-
gross.
Like really? Oh, balls. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a chick.
definitely a chick. 100%.
Like
Oh, god damn. Look at that
I don't know
hand.
what to. I don't know.
Look at that hand. That hand is the size of my face. Jesus.
To defend her Olympic crown in LA. Not
Ugh.
today, dude.
Her.
Not today.
Come on, girl. You know, these people want to be women, you know, because they feel like they're women. Cool. But did you ever notice that it's always these women who then have to go against other women? It's like, yes, I get to beat up women without it being a man against a woman because I am a woman. It's
Hey,
gross.
hold on. What is this?
Your
What
mother.
What is this from Sky News? What are they saying?
A couple of reasons why she won't be here in Liverpool. As you can see, their final touches being put to the rings behind me. The championships begin tomorrow here in Liverpool.
Are Australians really people?
I don't. How do you
Like, do they
I- this-
exist? Do they actually exist?
Yes, he doesn't sound Australian though. He sounds
First reason, simple.
British.
She's not.
I don't know,
been
but this
in.
is from
Those
Sky
entry
News.
lists
I was just wondering.
actually had to be formalised and closed earlier today. It had been reported it was previous days or last week, but it was actually this morning. She was not on that list. The second,
Oh,
more slightly
why?
complicated reason is because she hasn't provided a mandatory SRY test, which is now
Oh.
a new rule under
What's
the
an
new International
SRY?
Federation of Boxing, which came into effect last May. That any boxer wishing to compete in the female category has to provide a negative SRY test. It's
What is
effectively
that?
A gene test, a sex test,
Oh.
which looks for the prediction of the Y chromosome, which determines male characteristics. That's what the test is. It's
Exactly.
non-invasive cheek
Oh.
swab or blood test. But all boxers have to take that test if they wish to compete in the female
Mhm.
category. Iman Khalif did appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS,
Shut up,
on
biatch.
Monday. That appeal, though, I've got this confirmed from CAS a little bit earlier today, cannot be heard in the time frame that these championships will go on. They start tomorrow and they finish on the 14th of September.
Well then, that seems like a bit of an issue.
It's actually not an issue. That's a good thing because they need to make sure that these men that are competing actually have a certain amount of like female hormones in their system.
Or
Less than
that they're not
testosterone.
men
Yeah, less
entering
than
women's
testosterone.
competition.
Yeah.
Like,
More estrogen than testosterone. And if they can't, then no bueno. However, clearly, homegirl don't want to take the test because why? It's probably not even on any bloody hormones.
hey, there you go, Jimmy. Look at that.
Is that
Gorgeous.
sparkly poop. Just
No.
sparkly poop. Looks like a sparkly poop.
Look at that logo. Gorgeous.
Oh,
All right, get out of
hey.
here.
Loves it.
Yeah, so we're seeing the United States is going the, hey, can we get back to the science, like actual science, not I'm Fauci, the science. Not
the
that,
pretend
but
science.
like just common sense, basic biology.
Or real
Um,
science? How about real science, not made up science? I could say I'm the science, but I ain't. How
Yeah.
about let's talk to somebody or people who know about the real science.
Yeah. You're only allowed to listen to scientists that I agree with. And if I disagree with them, they don't know.
S my D.
That's
I
how
don't
I
think so.
operate. That's how I tend to operate.
I do not.
All right. Do you want to? Well, I guess you know what? It is good that finally something is actually being done. There's actual pushback. Great. Good job, ladies. I'm proud. I'm so proud of you, you badass bitches. Oh my God.
I bet.
Love it. Love it.
Loves.
Oh my God.
You do that way too well.
It's because I'm gay.
I know. I keep having dreams.
Keep having
Seriously.
dreams. Sources tell the Times that Thornton's presentation showed scientific evidence showing the physical advantage and that biological males have over women and athletes. You don't say. Wow.
I'm shocked.
The
What?
Olympics is racist and sexist?
Ah, the
Oh,
horror.
What
How are they
bigots?
racist?
How so transphobic and other istanphobes and whatever else you can throw in there.
How are they
Yeah,
racist though?
throw in a little Islamophobia because Imam Khalif is ding 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 ding.
Oh my god. That Imam Khalid, is that the New York guy?
That was the person we literally were just talking about. This is why we shouldn't let women vote. Okay, repeal the 19th, please.
No, they
Repeal it.
this is
Repeal it.
why people with ADHD should be medicated.
All right.
What?
So
Something shiny.
here we'll read some of the comments. Hello, Todd. I said very nice to see you. Thank you. Much appreciated seeing you here. So I suggested their next move will be a puppy mill or wildlife recovery center. Careful, they might catch something. Now with social media, sadly, I see this spin as quick passive income and lifestyle till it blows up. That is a reasonable and not unfounded concern. Yeah. So I'd
Might
love
be retarded. I don't totally understand that.
what?
That's what was said.
About what?
The whole statement.
Todd? I suggested their next move will be a puppy mill. So after the ostriches are removed, they'll just turn it into a puppy mill or a wildlife recovery center.
Oh.
Now with social media. So sadly, I see the spin as quick
Oh.
passive income. And a lot of people have been asking. This is a criticism. Just like if you go to a bank, hey, do you guys know if you work in a bank and they look up your financial history? Like if you have bad credit, you can literally lose your job at a bank.
Stop, really?
Yeah, because if your credit is so bad, it's concerned that you might actually steal from the bank.
Okay. I can understand that thought process for sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
get that.
so you can literally lose your job if your credit score falls too low. Because you're around money, you're surrounded with money. And how easy if it's, hey, you know what? I take 100 here, 100 here, or hey, Mrs. Jenkins, she's about ready to croak, and I noticed she has like a savings of like $200,000. Yeah, you know what, Mrs. Jenkins, how are you doing? Oh, it's blah blah blah.
Awesome. I should be your beneficiary.
Yeah, that's the actual concern.
I don't know. They got a lot of cameras up in that place. I don't know how anybody would get away with much of anything. Not that I've checked or looked or anything.
Todd also said, I'd love a little dog. You should have a little dog. If you could have a little fluffy companion, I encourage it. If you can give them the love and attention, we have 2 dogs, and that's actually the display photo.
It was like that's our thumbnail. Those are our dogs, just minus the tears.
Yeah,
our dogs are happy.
The purebred, the purebred Doberman, they like a little.
She's got a leaky eye.
Yeah, but purebreds are like that. They leak.
Purebreds leak.
They just leak.
Yeah. Yeah. Purebreds got a lot of issues. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Inbreeders. Oh, God.
Yeah, a little
Where
bit.
is it? Where is it? Where is it? Jesus. Oh, God. I need it.
Inbreeders.
I knew it would come in handy one day. Just waiting for that moment.
Yeah, I had a little before we got our the real Doberman, I had a miniature pincer, and Zeta was a little had a Napoleon complex. Let me tell you.
What do dogs do though? Like you notice that, like, honestly, with like little dogs and little or smaller men, they have that big dog complex. They have to be like not even just little men, little
And they do
women
like
too.
that weird, like when they try to look
Right.
buff, it's like, okay, yeah,
Right.
you how many suitcases you carrying there, buddy?
Right. I think most females, even that I have met that were like barely 5 feet tall or about 5 feet tall, so loud, like you could hear them a fucking mile away, like so loud.
Yeah, that little yep. That's not a real dog. You gotta get a real dog.
You need, like, instead
Or,
of
you
like
know.
yep, you need like a roof. Like our dog's name's Hemi for a reason. He sounds
Like
a
how I
Hemi-
say it in
Hemi
bed.
engine.
Roof.
Like
How do you like it? Roof.
No. What is your profession?
Rough.
Stop. You know the line.
Mr.
What is your
Bojangles. Yeah,
profession?
see, that's what you I find it funny when people have dogs that are named like Hank or Terry or
Hank.
Yeah.
That's
there you
weird.
go. You could have Terry the Terrier.
Okay, that's not bad.
Come on.
Terrier. Well, he has Terrier the teacup though.
That's
Jobies are erect. Wait, what?
Careful. He's dyslexic. He's a little retarded.
Erect? I don't know what to say about that. Ours is a female, so she's definitely not erect.
Oh shit, Todd.
That's not English either.
He's dyslexic.
Sad face. But yeah, but everything else seems to be coming true, pretty true. Oh my god, I can't even speak. And I'm gonna like critique spelling. I can't spell either.
He's
Like, I'm
dyslexic
the
and
worst.
gay, like the worst combination. So he can't even like
gay.
sex on Grinder. He just keeps
What the heck
fucking
is-
it up. That's
Oh
all
my
that
God.
happens. He's like,
He'll just like
want to meet where? What is that?
he'll just be like this, like, oh, and they'll be like, oh, talk dirty to me. How you like it? Mm. Yeah. Oh, me too. Yes. Let's meet up.
Oh shit. We love you guys. We love you guys. Hello everyone over on X and YouTube. I see my
Rumble.
illegitimate children over on Rumble. I see you guys over there. Say hello. You guys are more than welcome to say hello.
Yeah. How do they do
In fact, if you don't, hold on.
Gay!
Oh fuck, what? Wrong one.
Why are you gay?
Yeah, kind of like the kid at Van Sant. Yeah, exactly.
why are you gay?
What was the next one? Right. Canada loses. I kind of want to talk about Justin Trudeau, but I really don't want to talk about Justin Trudeau.
I kind of do, just because he's with Katy Perry, who is the
God, she's so evil.
giant TWT. If you know what I'm saying.
She is a see you next Tuesday,
right.
like crank to 11. This cunt goes to 11.
Can you even say that on YouTube? Oh, she's a good cunt. No, she's not a good cunt. Not at all. Well, if we couldn't say it on YouTube, I definitely just said it 2 more times.
Yeah, well,
so
stop.
sayonara. Rumble, guys. If we get booted, we're on Rumble.
Yeah, see, you just get a little dog. It's something that
Wee
you know,
little
can
bitty one.
yeah, keeps you company. Wants to just wants cuddles. Just wants cuddles.
The only good thing for me about a good dog is that you can like when they're acting up, just like pick them up and be like,
Oh,
"Stop it!"
you mean a little dog, not a good
Yeah,
dog. You
I
said
seriously,
good.
a little. I said a
No,
little dog. The
you said a
only good
good dog.
thing about a little dog.
You didn't say a little. Unless
Only
I
good
just
thing,
I don't know, maybe I just heard like women prattle and it just went
probably, just like went blank. I bet if we were like to rewind, I'd be like, as soon as I started talking, your face would just go like from listening to
Yeah, can you like
like
here's basically when Kim starts talking. It's like, "Hi everyone, welcome to."
that's pretty much it. Yeah, this is my husband. Uh-huh.
Oh,
What
all
I
right,
deal with, people.
all right. Let's talk about this. Do I actually have the article? Yes. Okay. So this is from the Toronto Star. So Canada has lost its measles elimination status. Public health officials say it should be a wake-up
Ruh-roh.
call. Every lefty out on X on I'm sure this thing is talking about the exact same thing. That it's the anti-vaxxers. It's those evil anti-vaxxers that are spreading measles, even though
Oh,
these people
yes.
that keep espousing this stuff can't even prove it. In fact, there used to be measles parties back in the day, and they can actually
Was
show
there measles
no.
parties? I know that there was like chicken
Yes.
pox parties, which was
Yeah.
weird. Ugh.
I think on our X account, I had shared what measles parties. And I'm not saying to go and do this. Obviously, go talk to your trusted healthcare professional. That isn't endorsed by Pfizer. Um. So, all right. Well, whatever. I'll just read it. I'll just read a little tiddlywink. So, after nearly 3 decades of keeping measles in check, Canada has lost Canada. Fuck, Todd, you're rubbing off on me. Canada has lost its elimination status for the highly infectious disease, a decision that public health experts are calling a setback in the fight against vaccine preventable illnesses. On Monday, Canada was stripped of its designation of being a measles free country, the only country in the America that lost its status amid a large multi province outbreak that started in October of 2024. I have a couple questions with that. We're going to go back to that paragraph. Okay. The Pan American Health Organization said Canada lost its designation due to sustained measles transmission in the country that has lasted more than 12 months. Dr. Jarbas
Oh, it's
Borso,
lost more than 12 months. Not that they only had the status for 12 months, that it's been lost for 12 months.
that has lasted. No, that measles has been transmitting for
Yeah.
more than 12 months. Okay.
Yes.
Doctor of the PAHO said that ongoing spread signals endemic transmission of the virus has been reestablished in Canada. He said the loss of Canada's elimination status, gained in 1998 after a push to boost vaccination rates for the disease, affects the entire American region, which has now lost its measles-free designation. Okay. I'm not reading this whole thing. Okay. But basically, I'm gonna use the old grok. Or you know what? Should I even grok it? Fuck it. Let's grok it. That's how I operate. Grok, riddle me this. What country has very high measles measles cases? It actually said riddle me this. What do you guys think what country do you guys think it's going to be? What country? Huh? Let's do a little impromptu poll. What country do you think has the highest level of measles? Hmm. It's still working. It's still working.
Africa.
Based on recent Data covering measles outbreaks in 2025. Yemen has reported the highest number of cases globally with over 19,000 confirmed cases this year. Okay.
Where's
Now,
Yemen?
some third hole country no one really cares about as long as we're blowing it up, apparently. Which, wait, what? Oh, I didn't say countries has the highest
I never had measles. I've had
measles.
pox. The worst my doctor's ever seen.
I don't know. I don't know if I had measles.
Did you have chickenpox?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. But thankfully, my mom wasn't one of those ones that sent me to a chickenpox party because that's just freaking weird.
Why?
I don't know. It just sounds weird. Yemen with an air base in Idaho. Ugh, that's scary.
They have an air. Yemen has an air base in Idaho. I like Idaho.
Idaho.
Oh my God.
So
I muted you. Okay, just give me a quick answer. I did.
you didn't. I can still talk.
I know. I unmuted you. Eastern Mediterranean region, including Yemen and Pakistan, accounts for about 30% of cases, followed by Africa and Europe. I wonder why. Yeah, Yemen has about 25,000 just in this year.
Serious?
That was just in this year.
Where's Yemen? Where are all
Over
these
there.
places?
Well, Pakistan is next to India, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that I know.
Consider there's the Pakistani-Indian war that just like wrapped up. Romania, India, sporadic clusters in urban slums rising from 2024 lows. So, I wonder why. See, these none of this stuff will actually give you Canada has been importing immigrants from these regions that do you need to be vaccinated from measles to enter Canada? Let's clear that up right now. Give me the quick answer, fucker. No, you do not need to be vaccinated against measles to enter Canada. There is no mandatory proof of measles vaccination.
What does that even mean? There's no proof of a measles. English words insert there. What does that even? Clearly, it's been eradicated for how long? And now we have it again?
I wonder why. General travelers, immigration, refugees, and Citizenship Canada does not require vaccination documentation for entry. However, if you're arriving from a country with active measles transmission, you may be subject to enhanced health screening at the port of entry, such as quarantine assessment or symptomatic. Permanent residents, refugees, and some work study permit applicants must undergo an immigration medical exam before arrival. During this exam, a physician may assess your immunity and recommend or provide the MMR vaccine if needed. May assess and recommend. Well, I think you should get this. And they go, no, fuck you, bitch. I am not getting it. Get out of my face. You should be back in the kitchen where you belong.
It's fair.
Don't you talk to me.
I thought you just said that there was no.
There is none.
Or none. What?
It's not, but they might recommend it. You might get a screening to, hey, do you got the measles vaccine? And they go, what's a measles? And then they go, oh boy, you might want to get that sometime. And they go, do I drink goat piss or whatever?
The fuck?
I don't know. That's just what they do. It's not me. Yeah, so there we go.
The captain like trumpet there. Like I've heard others say, people have said. I haven't said it, but other people say it. I
do hear. I don't know. They do weird stuff. They drink weird stuff to have cures. So this is why And every single left-wing account is going, well, good job, anti-vaxxers. Okay, well, first off, it's the people that you guys keep saying that they need to come over here because Canada can be the world's doorstep. Secondly, that section right that I want to bring up,
They
that
might
I
not even
highlighted.
have vaccines in other countries.
Well,
for
India
certain
does.
things.
India does.
The
But
measles?
on Monday, Canada was stripped of the designation of being a measles-free country, the only country in the Americas that lost its status. The only country. So you're telling me, let me get this straight, you bunch of fruitcake libtards. The evil orange man in America who apparently just nuked the whole healthcare industry. There's people are falling dead left, right, and center. You can't shake a stick without hitting a mountain of dead bodies over vaccination. But yet it's Canada that fell out. Canada.
That's concerning. Like, that is extremely concerning if Canada is the one in the Americas, plural, that lost its eradicated status for measles.
Yeah.
That's actually disturbing on multiple levels. And I feel that people who are in charge of immigration should really be taking a little looky-poo at that, because that's not okay. Because then the thing is, okay, if we lose our status of being measles free, then what
And
does that
Indian.
mean? What?
And Indian. We lose our.
And
Never mind. Never mind.
Oh,
Carry on.
shut up. You're such a schmutz. Anyway, but like, that's going to make it, you would think, and I'm pretty sure it would, that's going to make it harder for going into places like the United States if you want to cross the border. Well, no, you guys got measles going on there, that they're going to start making it even trickier to be crossing borders or denying people. Like, it, what are y'all doing?
No, it's this is the whole push of narrative. I've been not arguing with people all day, but of course, as the meme goes with the left tries to play dumb so that discourse is impossible. They intentionally play stupid. So when you give them any type of information, when you say, well, Canada lost its measles status, huh? Well, most of us got our measles shots, the MMR, the measles, mumps, and rubella. Almost all of us got that.
That's what that stands for?
Yes.
No, you're so smart.
So, huh? Why would there suddenly, over, maybe the past 2 years or so, 3 years, that we've seen a sudden spike in measles? Could it maybe be the insane amount of people that are coming in from countries that maybe proliferate measles? Like,
That actually sounds quite plausible.
yeah. So good job, Canada. We've just given another reason why the United States needs to take a serious look at Canada and how much of a problem we actually are.
You're not wrong, Todd.
Plebs with disease is not allowed, but rich with leprosy can buy their way in. Kind of headed back to the dark age. Yep, get out the powdered wigs. Get out the powdered wigs, you bunch of freaks. Yeah, so I guess, so is it immigrants are actually less scrutinized according to the left than citizens within their own country? Like, shouldn't we demand,
Yes.
like, if you are coming here, as soon as you get off the plane, just stab you with a needle?
I mean, okay, let's just be honest here. If I was moving to a different country and there were certain vaccines that were mandatory to go there, and I didn't get the vaccine before I went there because, say, my country didn't have it, I would not be opposed to being stabbed with said vaccine when I got there, if that's where I'm going and I know these are the rules or whatever it may be. And the thing is, especially when you're thinking about things like the measles, like the measles vaccine has been around for a long time.
Excuse me, I'm the most round Republican, you dick. I'm not even a Republican.
When you're
Wait, can
talking,
you see
you're
my Trump?
so fit.
Can you see my Trump poster back there? Gemma?
No,
Can you see my Trump poster back there?
I don't think so. But you should hold up your flag because it's under there, which is actually kind of comical when
No,
you think
no,
about it. is
they
you
should hold.
literally have-
They should drop the L.
Wait, hold on. Which is actually funny because, like, literally, you have the Canadian flag, and then you lift that up, and there's super.
Shut
Trump.
up! Shut up!
What? 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 I didn't say a thing.
You've lost speaking privileges, woman. Oh, I almost dumped my beer. Oh, that I fucking lost my. Oh,
Alcohol abuse.
oh, there would have been some. Oh, I would have tuned you
Yeah,
up.
it would have been me going to you because that's alcohol abuse, biatch. That offends my European ancestors.
Boy, I don't. Only the Irish are the type of people that are Scottish. I don't know. Whatever you are.
All
No,
the ones that
actually, it's not. Humor was banned.
Ugh. Humor was
It was
banned, but
banned.
it's not banned here. It's welcomed.
All right. Behind my fat ass is Super Trump.
You should just like pull it to the side because you doing that, all you could see was the name Super Trump.
I
You couldn't
can't.
actually
The pole is in the way.
unclick the thingy. Yeah, right there. Yeah, unhook that. Now move the thing. Oh, look, yeah, there you go. There, well, you can't see his head, but there you
Well,
go. You
whatever,
saw
you
the
get the
rest of
point.
him.
Great. Now you see that this whole thing's a goddamn facade. It's all fake. It's all fucking fake.
I mean, no one would have guessed that. Definitely no one would have guessed mine either, considering like I disappear.
Well, that's you because you're like basically are barely holding on to this dimension.
You're not wrong. Especially in my mind. It's all kinds of madness up in there. All the voices. Oh my god. They never shut up.
Bunch of flaggots. I wonder what YouTube would auto generate that as. You stupid flaggot.
I would assume flag space it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I like it.
I'm a
Flaggots.
flaggot.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I don't know how this happened.
That
Do I need
it's
to
been
go
like that
this
for a
way?
minute. It's been like that for a minute.
How does that? How do I move it over?
So, to everybody watching, this is a live show
How's that?
every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, and every Saturday at 1 p.m. Central. And you know, the thing, do the thing.
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
Why are you gay?
I don't know. I was born that way, baby.
I just got flagged.
What? I just got flagged.
God, do we have to talk about Trudeau?
Yes, I want to.
Yes, clean. Slay.
Yes, do it.
Bunch of slack-jawed faggots.
Whoa.
Was that Trudeau's entrance music or something?
No, that's way too cool.
You're not wrong.
That
Okay.
is way too cool. I can't remember
You're
if I have it
not
in the show. I
wrong.
do have it in the show map. Oh, fudge. I hate my job.
You hate your job?
I hate my job that I don't get paid for because you guys don't donate. No, I'm just.
Twitted my fucking temples.
All right, so this is from the Globe and Mail. So Justin Trudeau is cringier than ever in his new relationship with Katy Perry. The phrase
else
"jumping
is
the shark" dates back to a 1977 Happy Days episode where the fawns
Jumping
jumped
the
over an
shark.
actual shark. Yes, you didn't know that?
I'm sorry. I hear. No, I'm not going to say what I hear. Go ahead.
Jumping the shark.
I know what it says. But okay.
Okay.
Did you ever hear Shark Week
Yeah.
when it's obtaining or around females? So I'm hearing jump the shark, and it's quite the image I got going on in my brain.
And it's females. What?
You've never heard of like females say it's Shark Week?
Oh.
There you go.
Dun, dun, dun. No, jumping the shark was from Happy Days. And he's going, hey. The gimmicky plot was called out and as a desperate and embarrassing grasp at maintained relevance, and the expression has become a catch-all for similar stunts. When the Connors won the lottery in Roseanne, when Grey's Anatomy did a full musical episode. Grey's Anatomy sucks.
Stop.
Oh
I
my
like Grey's
God.
Anatomy. I've watched it since the beginning. There have been times where it's been not so great. However, I don't remember it being a musical episode. I remember Buffy being a musical episode.
And when
Grey's
Canada's
Anatomy.
former prime minister dressed up like a character from his girlfriend's 2015 Super Bowl halftime show for
Oh
Halloween,
my god.
the first person, as far as I'm aware, to jump the shark while wearing a shark costume. House was pretty cool. That guy has an accent.
No.
The guy that plays House, he's not like American or anything. He's like British or some crap.
Well, actually, okay, did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
No, because I'm reading this. It's true. Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry are not fictional TV characters, but we have most certainly been watching a show over the last several weeks. A cross-continental relationship rollout that has been blah, blah, blah. You know the girl who shows up at school in a turtleneck the day after the big dance, hoping to draw attention to her hickey? That is Trudeau right now, dressing up as the lyrics to Perry's music in his teenage dream-inspired skin-tight jeans and turning a decade-old
Please tell
internet
me
joke.
you have a picture. Please tell me you have a picture. I need a picture. And the guy from Sons of Anarchy, the main guy, he definitely has a British accent. What? Who is that? Did he kill somebody for that picture? Oh. What? Oh my god.
He
Why?
wrote House? I didn't know that. So, yeah. Katy Perry is a vile, disgusting human being, and oddly enough, they are perfect for each other.
So why do you say? Oh, okay, you're getting to it.
She has a history. In fact, she's going through a lot of court things right now because she likes to tell people who are like terminally ill, and then she signs them while they're in like their last moments of dying to sign over their house, their estate to her.
Stop. No, is this real? No.
Katy Perry. There we go.
No. Okay, I know she's gross, but no.
All right, so this is from Yahoo News, so take it as you will. The Katy Perry Act, also referred to as the Perry Act, addresses the risk of elder financial abuse, especially as it relates to property and real estate sales and transfers. According to a now inactive website created by the Act's supporters, the Act establishes a 72-hour cooldown period during which either party involved in a contract for convenience or conveyance of personal residence in which one party is over the age of 75 can rescind the agreement without penalty. The name is an obvious reference to the singer, but Perry also stands for Protecting Elder Realty from Retirement Years Act. Katy Perry has been involved in several legal battles that the website dedicated to the act pointed to as examples of predatory acquisition. Sorry, Todd, you really fucking rubbing off. Unfair dealing or elder financial fraud. Her most recent high-profile case involved an 85-year-old Carl Westcott who filed a lawsuit to block the sale of a Santa Barbara, California home to Perry and her fiancé Orlando Bloom. According to court documents, Westcott alleged that he lacked the mental capacity to understand the nature and probable consequences of the contract.
Hold on.
What?
How did she go from Orlando Bloom to Justin Trudeau?
I know. Orlando Bloom's, he's not a bad looking guy.
He's
But then
not.
that little faggot. Ugh.
Ugh. Jeez, he always something.
Ooh.
Ugh.
I spit at you.
Sacre bleu.
Westcott, who was
Other than that-
diagnosed with Huntington's disease in 2015, purchased the home in May 2020 for 11.25 million, intending
Jesus.
to reside there for the rest of his life. Not long after, he was presented with a proposed contract to sell his home to Perry and Bloom. The contract dated July 14th of 2020, and the offer was for 15 million. Before signing the contract, Westcott underwent a 6-hour back surgery on July 10th. When he entered the contract, the lawsuit claimed he was suffering from pain and post-surgical delirium from the surgery, dementia and or diminished mental cognitive function from Huntington's, and he was under the influence of pain-killing opiates that his physicians instructed him to take. Yada yada yada. There's many cases. In fact, I think she's currently in a court battle, I think with a dying nun.
What? Dying nun?
Yeah.
A nun. Oh, it's funny because like her dad was like a preacher or pastor, some shit like that, and it's kind of girls going to hell.
Oh, she
Like that's
is
gross. You're preying on
evil.
elderly people.
Oh, there
Maybe
we go.
that's
There we
why
go.
her show got
Nun
along
case.
so well.
Perry faced a prior legal battle over the purchase of a covenant in Los Angeles, which was home to the
Oh.
Sisters of the Most Holy and Immaculate Heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
The most holy.
Well, apparently. The nuns, including Sister Catherine Rose Holzman, opposed the sale, claiming Perry was not a suitable buyer due to her religious background. Ha yeah, whore. And one nun died in court during the proceedings in 2018. Perry's interest in the
court?
process.
Yeah. While court was going
Well,
on. That's awkward. Ugh.
Wait, and one night, maybe she did die in court.
That's really awkward.
Perry's interest in the property began in 2013, and she won the right to buy it in 2017, but failed to secure a replacement for the House of Prayer, causing her option to expire in 2019. The case has been cited as a precedent in discussions about protecting elderly individuals in real estate transactions. Yep.
She's gross. Like literally, like she's going after
Evil.
elderly people for real estate.
Evil.
That's gross. Again, I say, no wonder her and Trudeau are a thing. That actually doesn't surprise me anymore.
Yeah. No, they're disgusting human
Probably
beings.
Giving her ideas, giving her like, little behind the scenes.
Honestly, I thought like before all the storm with Trudeau like falling out, I seriously thought I could still see it. Maybe this is just a cover up, but that if Pierre started attacking him, that he was going to say like the reason why I divorced from Sophie is because I'm a homosexual. So if you're criticizing me, you're actually criticizing the whole gay community, and libtards would eat that stuff up. I'm surprised he didn't. I'm actually surprised he didn't.
Me too.
I would
No,
have.
because Katy Perry was showing interest, so got to play that beard. What?
Watch this soap opera as she will pop the cherry of the kid. What?
Like what kid? Like his kid?
Oh, as a way to Bieberize. Oh no. She went like Diddy style on him. Actually, there was video. Have you seen the videos and stuff that have come out about Justin Bieber? Where
I'm not sure.
where he
I
was
know
like
there-
14, that chicks like Katy Perry like kept trying to like grab his ass when he was a little child. She like they were
Ew.
like they were going up to him and they were asking him like all this super sexual stuff.
Ew.
Yeah.
Explains a lot. I know that there was stuff mentioned with him and P. Diddy and stuff like that when that whole trial thing was going on. I still can't believe he freaking got off with what he did. But anyway, I digress. I don't know. I feel bad for that kid. Like you can see it in his face. He's been through some shit. I don't know. I feel bad for him.
Aw, the video's unavailable.
Of course it is.
Clips of Justin Bieber being sexualized as a teen are resurfacing on TikTok, and people are saying it makes them see him in a more sympathetic light. The clips, which have received millions of cumulative views in the past few days, show Bieber making appearances at various award shows or press interviews during his younger years, being asked questions of a sexual nature and being touched by other celebrities in ways that viewers said was inappropriate.
Yeah.
One of the clips shows actor Jenny McCarthy kissing a then 18-year-old Bieber on the neck and groping his backside after announcing
This
him
was
as the winner.
18.
Oh, I mean, you guess. Wow, I feel violated right now, Bieber can be heard saying in the clip. McCarthy, then 40, told Entertainment Tonight at the time that the incident was a little cougar scary. Oh,
A
fuck.
little? A little?
Adding, I took the opportunity and the window, considering I'll never get to do that again, and kind of molested him. Holy.
I mean,
At a later point during the same TikTok, a snippet from archived audio of an interview between Bieber and an unnamed reporter was featured. According to a re-upload version of the audio taken from Scott Fox radio show, the interview took place at the Grammy Awards in 2010. My parents never gave me the sex talk, so why don't you give me the sex talk? The reporter asked Bieber in the recording. Why do you want to know the sex talk from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty
right?
weird.
Weird.
That was
That's
Bieber's
disgusting.
response. That was Bieber's response.
Oh, yeah.
What the ugh.
That's gross.
Like, okay, he's 18, he's an adult.
Now,
But she knew
for
what she
then.
was doing was predatory.
well, if she was 40, she's literally 22 years older than him at that time.
Oh.
And he is just barely legal. Actually, depending on where you are. If he's in Canada, then just barely legal. Anywhere else, not so much.
Yeah, Todd Peterson says so. Stardom comes at a price, and the Trudeaus are willing to pay it. Yep, lots are. So I have no sympathy. It's a world of hedonism. 100%, 100%. Like I was just watching a thing with Russell Peters, and he's very open about it, of his background. He says, I was doing parties and there was drugs and women, and he said I had no problem. Women were just throwing themselves at me, and I was just inundated with
Hey, who's a hoe?
hedonistic. Yeah, I said that right. Temptation. I couldn't. I'd finish with one and another one would be lined up. He's just, ugh. It's absolutely, I don't know. I think Diddy groomed him. I think he did disgusting things. Diddy, I mean. And to see that Bieber's kind of like, he's kind of just fallen off, and I think for a good reason, considering where he could have gone. He could have went the Charlie Sheen too.
Actually, I really want to watch the documentary on Charlie Sheen. There's I think it's on.
Who was that? The Haynes brothers. One of them was talking about how Charlie Sheen molested him.
Not brothers. There was Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
That's it. I don't know. I was thinking the Haynes brothers.
Because they were the Coreys. They were the two
Oh,
Coreys. They were
right.
in everything together. And unfortunately, Corey Haim, the one I used to have a crush on when I was a kid, he self-exited.
Yeah.
But
so I wonder
there
if
was a
those
lot
people are
going on with
just
the two of them.
Yeah. And so I wonder if that, like, we know Hollywood is full of these like weird groomers. You seen a 15-year-old. Why don't you tell me about the birds and the bees, little boy? What? Oh, just disgusting. People are disgusting. So I don't know if he's still making music. I hope that he got his millions and he was able to get out and just now he can just focus on his kids and making them a prosperous life and they turn out well.
Who are we talking about? Bieber?
Bieber. I don't think he's making any new music.
I don't think so. I could be wrong at the moment, but I know he's still I still consider him a kid. He's struggling. He has his
But
issues.
is he
like
though?
he's with Alec Baldwin's daughter. And there's still been issues that you see pop up with him. Like he's still struggling. I can't see the stuff that he potentially went through, that I'm sure he went through, just we don't know all the details, being able to bounce back from that, no problem.
Hopefully he's able to get out on the other side and just
I hope so.
yeah. Man, I'm looking at a lot of people are complaining about bread. Should we really be like, if we're really complaining about bread, I'll pull it up right here. You people are fucking dumbest things I've ever met in my life.
You know what? It actually looks like there is potentially new music from him coming out.
Oh,
When I look up Justin Bieber's music new, it comes up 2025. So
like, are we really gonna sit here and say like, hey, bread prices and food prices are going up? And then what? I don't get what, like, liberals, you guys don't look objective. You guys don't look like actual normal fucking people. When someone's saying, hey, I can't afford these things, or I used to spend $200 and it filled a shopping cart. Now I spend $200 and it doesn't even fill a basket. And they're like, oh, you guys are so dumb. What do you guys know? Like, you guys look like disingenuous fucking flipping liars.
100%.
I need a bleep button. And beep.
You really do. Our kid wants to get a clown horn every time he goes to swear. Just start.
Maybe I should too.
Maybe you should. But I mean, the thing is, I'm the one that does the grocery shopping, and exactly that, where say $300 would fill the cart and be enough for us for 2 weeks, is now $500. And it's not, well, we're getting more and we're eating more. No, it has absolutely nothing to do with that. It's literally the same shit I get all the time. It hasn't changed, but the prices sure have.
Well, yeah. So when people are saying, hey, things are getting more and more expensive, I'm having a harder time purchasing the same amount of stuff that I used to, and they go, oh, you're dumb. No, it's not. Conservatives are such liars. It's like, I don't know. I look at my grocery bill and weird, it keeps going up, or it stays the same, but the amount that I purchase actually went down.
Yeah, that's another big thing too. I remember even when it came to things like
remember when
vending
Kraft
machines.
Dinner? You remember when Kraft Dinner actually fed like a family of 4?
Yes. One box. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember, okay, with the spiral. So the spiral one is my favorite. That one, I used to be able to make it and I would get 2 big bowls out of it. Now, 1 bowl, maybe a bowl and a quarter. Like there's barely anything. But
they had to cut, what was that? What was that rice thing? It's not rice aroni. Sidekicks, they had to cut it with pasta.
Yes, the sidekicks,
or they had to cut
mushroom.
No, they had to cut sidekicks with rice.
No, sidekicks, my country mushroom.
Oh, the rice one, yeah.
Be just rice. Now it's rice and pasta mixed together.
Yeah, it's rice-a-roni.
Yeah, like I was like, what is this? And Well, because when I made the escargot and then the rice, I bought 4 bags. I used to buy myself 1 bag, and that was a lot. Like, it made a lot. Now, no joke, the 4 bags that I bought, it literally made the equivalent of like 1.5 bags of what it used to be. I couldn't believe, like, once it was actually fully made, that was all that was there. Like, you actually went and made extra rice to throw into it because there just was barely anything there. It was
Oh,
so sad.
yeah. And
They
so
cut
when
it
you
with pasta and it's way less.
yeah, so when you see these posts, it's like, I don't know if you guys are intentionally messing with people. As an old man, it's just fast food and coffee. Cooking is just so much trouble. I finally cleaned my kitchen after leaving for a year and a half. Oh, geez. No, I get where you're coming from, man. I fell into that same thing. And it was brutal. It was brutal. So I don't wish depression on people, and I know. So, like, all right, little story time. When I initially came off from driving, um, I I didn't work for about 3 months, maybe three to 6 months,
I think it was closer, like it was longer than 3 months. But carry on.
and I felt that demon. Holy that demon that was there, like, every day getting up, and it sucked. It sucked. I looked forward to tomorrow, that, you know what, maybe tomorrow will be better than today, and today sucked. Like, just hoping that tomorrow would be better, and then I felt so useless. And once I got back into work, I just now I can't stop, because now I know that demon is, it's behind me, it's chasing me, and if I stop, that thing will rear its ugly head, and yeah, no, I
Oh,
100% get it.
absolutely. Depression is an evil, evil monster. It's something
Well,
I've been dealing with since I was 16 years old.
and I think why guys get it is because we're so used, like, our job, like, we're expendable. Let's be real. Women don't really care. Society doesn't really care if men die. It's always women and children on lifeboats, women and children first, unless it's a trans person, then trans people first. So,
Yeah, fuck the women and children.
yeah.
Trans first.
And so, because we, how did the phrase go? Men live lives of quiet desperation. So, we're just expected that the lights turn on, that the internet works, that when you turn your faucet, it works. Who do you call when you need help? Like, who maintains everything? Who builds the industry? All that type of stuff. Um,
My
and it's just
dad.
like but it's just a given. Like, in society in general, it's just a given. It's that expectation that you know the lights will always turn on, or if the power goes out, that they'll come back on.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of people don't recognize that a lot of the things that we kind of take for granted, you know, who goes out during a snowstorm when our power lines go down? Who's out there working on those power lines?
Some crazy man.
Yeah, a guy going, somebody's got to do it. Might as well be me. So I think once guys actually stop and they go, what am I good for? Really? At every turn, women are just
Gesundheit.
women are just willing to cut guys down, steal half their shit, cheat on them, leave them penniless, leave them homeless. The vast majority, I think it's like 97 or 95% of homeless people are men, and
So sad.
permanently homeless. We see it over and over again, how disposable men are in society. But yet, women are for some reason venerated, that we must protect, even though those are the same ones that will say, oh, I don't need no man and all this crap. It's like, okay, well then you go fix the fucking power line, because I don't see you out there. I don't see you in that
Right?
boom truck.
Nope.
I don't see you doing it. I don't see you driving a snowplow truck at 6 o'clock in the morning or through the night to keep highways open. I don't see you doing it. Yeah. So no, I get it. I get it a lot. So as an old man, oh yeah, sorry. I miss cooking though and sharing. Dude, if you can keep cooking, I love cooking. I love that. Like, that is a passion. If I didn't go into trucking, I actually went to school for culinary arts. So I actually have a degree in culinary arts. So
He's amazing.
so
Like, I've joked for many years. I'm like, you should open your own restaurant. Like, it's so good.
no, that's it's too hard. But no, I think food and company is like beyond the like some of the most powerful things. Like, for me,
Necessary.
I'd rather share like hot dogs over a fire with good company than an overpriced, high-end restaurant with with a bunch of douchebags.
1000%.
Like,
1000%. Thing is,
so
humans were not meant to be solitary beings. Like, it's not in our nature. And if you are solitary or don't have a lot of interactions and stuff like that, it's so easy for somebody to fall into depression. It really is, because that's not what we're programmed to be. We're programmed to be social.
yeah. So, I appreciate, I see all of you guys over on X. I see you guys over on YouTube and you guys on Rumble. I appreciate that you guys you're here, even if you're just off doing your own thing, probably taking care of the kids, taking care of your family, or working your late shift. I appreciate that every single one of you are here, and we can share some stories, or that maybe it doesn't feel like you're always alone, because I know that fucking sucks.
Right.
I spend a lot of time by myself. So
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I see your job. I could not do. Not only the long driving would put me to sleep, because I've been one of those.
tell me
people
my
since
hair
I
looked like
was-
a fucking cowlick.
Anyway,
Just noticed it.
because I've been one of those people since I was a kid. Because we used to travel a lot back and forth to Saskatchewan. That literally, you put me in a vehicle and I'm just like, sleep. Let's go to sleep now. But it's so I couldn't do the driving part, but the being alone all the time, I could not do it. When I worked in other jobs that, like downtown, when I worked in a job that I was literally like there were other people around, but I wasn't interacting really with people. It was just me and the computer. I wanted to murder myself.
That's brutal.
Or self-exit myself. Yeah.
No, it was actually crazy to hear, like, during COVID, like I'm in the truck doing my thing, driving all over the country. And it was almost like I was listening to like a dystopian novel with all the news that was coming out every day. It was just, it was wild. But, all right, we've been going for 2 hours. Let's make like a banana and head out. So, I think you guys over on Rumble, I think Rob Knorr's losing his mind on something. Yeah, he is.
So it's exciting.
He's
people lose their minds.
He's fun to watch. I like watching him. So yeah,
So
you guys over on Rumble, we'll kick you guys over to Rob Knorr. Actually, guys on Rumble on Saturday, how'd you like with Alex Jones? Did you guys like that or no?
Oh, when you put them to that. Oh,
yeah, I rated him.
That's funny.
So
That's
I shoveled
funny.
the highway at my gatehouse job, and the boss left me saying, "I have no time for your shit," when I had trouble, like a dog. Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of our society has kind of moved away from the, you put 40 years into a place and you get a golden handshake, and the loyalty. I think that That's gone. And I think, our industry and I think jobs just in general, get as much as you can, work as much as you can. Like, always try and like build up, but first opportunity, get somewhere better, take it, because they sure as hell don't care.
Unfortunately, no. You're
Yeah.
replaceable, expendable. Like you might be lucky in your career at some point to have a manager and or supervisor who actually value you and appreciate you, which is luckily what I have at this exact moment. But it's also been 14 years in my career, and this is the first time I've had it. So
Brutal.
it's not it's not an easy thing. It sucks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, JT, thank you for the repost. Appreciate it, brother. But yeah, all right, we'll wrap it up here. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Hopefully everyone has fun over at Rob, with Rob and his whatever the hell he's going off on.
All right. So thank you to everybody who took the time in your day to come sit with us and listen to the craziness going on in the world today. As per usual, we don't disappoint. There's just too much for us to keep up with. If you are new here, again, please hit the subscribe, the share, the like button. It really helps us out a lot, and it makes us feel warm and fuzzy inside. We are live every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time and 1 p.m. Saturdays Central Time.
The call-in show.
Yeah. And you can catch us out.
Saturday.
So the call-in show, sorry, I'm just going to say, so the Saturday call-in show, we post our link and all the places that we're streaming live, and you can actually click the little link and come talk with us and join us and tell us how much you love us or hate us or whatever we're talking about. Have your opinion. It's fantastic. It's fun. Otherwise, you can check us out in all the places listed in the description box below. Anything we talked about will also be listed down there. Otherwise, mad love to all of you. Be good to one another. We'll catch you guys again on Wednesday. We out.